Yo, what up, man? It's Dope Man, about your God, and right now you kicking it with Space City Collective right in the Southeast.
You're now kicking it with Space City. That's right.
Yo, what's going down? It's that boy T, the screwed up SA, and you now kicking it with Space City Podcast.
What's going on, guys? We're back on with another podcast. I'm your host, Chino.
I'm Gio.
This is Mitch.
And today we got a special guest today.
What's up?
Got my boy Gabriel Macario. I hope I said it right.
That's right, yeah.
How you
Gabriel, if you want to be completely, if you want to be completely.
Say it again?
Gabriel Macario.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how we say it in Brazil.
Okay. So tell us how you feeling today.
Feeling great, man. Just came out of the workout from strength conditioning.
Nice.
I always feel great after.
Where do you do strength and conditioning at?
All Inspired in the
All
Heights.
Inspired?
Yeah, you ever heard of it? You ever seen in my stories?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great place. Great coaches. Vibe is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's always leave there with more energy that I came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so it's always great. Went in the morning too at Main Street, taught a class. Then went over there, got some strength conditioning done.
Nice.
Yeah, just
So you're feeling good?
good morning overall.
So you got some good workout today already.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing strength and conditioning?
And when I would fight, I'll do some strength conditioning, right? But consistently now, probably for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Like when I had my first title fight,
Mm-hmm.
it was my first 5-round fight. I got a little scared.
Yeah.
Gas was always like my gas tank was always like something that I would be worried about because I never liked strength conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
I never did strength conditioning in the beginning of my
For
career,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
So when I got signed for 2 belt fights, one after the other, I was like, man,
Can't be
we
worried
got
about
to,
gassing out. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
we got to address that right away.
Tell our guests where you from and how long you been here.
So I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. Was born there, lived there for the first 24 years of my life.
Okay.
And then came here at the end of 2017 to the U.S., straight to Texas. Live in the Woodlands for the first part. Then, man, I think in the 6 years that I've been living here, in November it was exactly 6 years.
Yeah,
so I came in November 15th.
You had an anniversary?
Nice. So in the 6 years, I never spent more than 1 year in one place.
Okay.
Well, it's movement.
Well, Houston's humongous. So.
Yeah, just doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of shit, waiting tables at restaurants, teaching in different places, working for I landed here with a job actually, right?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's why I ended up in
I was gonna
Houston.
say, why Houston?
Yeah, so I decided to move to the U.S., right, to like build a career, not only just in fighting. So right when I moved here, right when I was about to move, I had my second surgery, right? I was 23 years old, had my second surgery. So I was kind of like, man, I don't know if I want to depend on fighting, I want to do something else. And that's why I got out of Brazil too, because I don't know, man. Like, it just seemed too hard to have a business, be a fighter in Brazil. Like, everything was against, at 23 years old, I graduated advertising, in college.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like because my parents wanted it and paid for it.
Yeah,
I had no interest in working with it, so I was like lost. I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna become homeless, in this country, like barely any chance for fighters, So I was like, I speak English. I speak good English. All right, let me get the fuck out of here.
So did you know English prior to coming here?
Yeah.
So how did you learn English so well? Because I know when I met you, you were how long in the U.S. at Drax?
What
Not
year
long,
was that?
right?
That was pre-COVID, right?
It was pre-COVID?
Yeah, like 2 years, year and a half.
Okay. And you were training at where?
I was training where?
Where you were training where at that time?
Man, I was
Just trying to find...
Yeah, I was teaching at Bam Bam Martial Arts,
Bam Bam.
helping teach there. So I would just train there with the guys, open mats when we would roll. And then started looking for a place. I was trying to get back into MMA,
Okay.
right? Because
That was
I
the goal.
moved here trying to make money, try to forget MMA, get rich, and then go back to MMA once I was rich, right? Just because I liked it.
Because you love it, right?
Yeah. But then, like, every day I was like, are we rich yet? Are we rich yet? Are we rich yet? I was like, man, this life sucks.
Did
I
you
don't
have
want to be
family
rich.
here at all?
No.
No family?
No, just by myself.
So you didn't say why Houston again?
So I'm in Brazil. I'm trying to figure out how to be rich, right?
Yeah.
How to become a millionaire. and I'm studying. I'm online, just seeing like everywhere, every possible way to make money.
Yeah.
Having no diploma
We've all been
whatsoever.
there, we've all been.
Being an immigrant,
Gotta get
right?
rich.
And so I find this Brazilian guy, real estate guy. That he has like several strategies to make money. He's an investment coach too, and I do a couple of courses of his. And he did an event in my city. I worked as a volunteer, right, in that event. Met him. And I told her, yo, I'm going to Texas. So I wanted to go to Texas because the law here was more investor friendly, right?
Okay.
It was really favorable for people investing. So I chose the state, Texas. But that was my plan. I was going to land in Texas and see what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then at that event, I met him. And I said, yo, I'm going to Texas there. And I'm going to do the stuff that you do. I did a couple courses of yours. And I'm going to get rich too. And it was like, okay, cool. Here's my number. Whenever you go, call me. And even before I come, he called me and he said, "Man, I have this project like this and this and this. We need somebody. You wanna get in the project?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, right." So I landed with a job already. I was like, it was an internship,
Yeah.
Like I was making, I think it was. So he asked me the first day, "How much do you need?" And I lowballed completely. Fucking stupid. I made the math. What do I need to just survive? And I said that number, right? And he was like, okay, cool. So he was paying me $1,300 a month, and it was 24/7. Our backyard, our office was in the backyard, so we slept in the same house. Me, my boss, and another guy.
What?
I was
In the Woodlands?
yep, right between Woodlands and Conroe,
Okay.
actually. We had a big shed, I don't know, big like construction in the
Yeah.
backyard. He made our office there, and I was editing videos for him, and I was not qualified, so I was just trying to do everything I could, and I just wanted to stay like so close to him so I could learn everything that he was
Right.
doing, right?
You're learning on the go, basically.
So after 5 months, I'm like, I had fucking enough of this. I learned already, and then I quit and started my own business. That lasted about a year and a half until I got sick of it.
Okay. What did you?
okay.
What kind of business?
It was an Airbnb business. When I
did
met
you?
I still had the business, so I rented some apartments. Each apartment would take like $3,000 or so, like Walmart, dollar store, just to get like all the kitchen stuff
Yeah,
and everything the cheapest possible, but making it look nice,
Mm-hmm.
and like a little 5-star hotel, and rent it out
Yeah.
on Airbnb.
Yeah.
I would clean them too and manage it, and now I'm turn $900 a month per apartment.
Okay.
If I cleaned it.
Why
Yeah,
did
if
you
I
get sick
didn't
of
clean
it?
it was like $500 is just for cleaning.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that would
What
take
made
half
you
of
get
my
sick
profit.
of it?
I didn't love it.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
was just for money. It wasn't.
Yeah,
like
it was just for money.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Makes
But it
sense.
was decent.
it was decent. Yeah, for sure. You invest $3,000, and now I'm just cleaning when someone leaves and managing on my phone, sending
Yeah,
messages. There's of course there's some headaches,
Yeah.
people
always.
on your plate, but man, I honestly have no complaints. A lot of people will be like, "Oh man, you let people into your apartment." I heard horrible stories. I'm like, man, I'm 1 year into it, and it's
Not
smooth.
too bad.
I had a couple problems. Once a chick put a hole in my wall.
Oh, damn.
I overcharged her for it. I fixed it myself. I got like $200 out of it.
Yeah.
Airbnb really takes care of that stuff too. They have like the warranty. They'll handle it with the gas and they'll pay you off.
Nice. And what got you into training, like MMA originally?
So I was so in Brazil, especially for Brazilian standards, man, I was really privileged.
Okay.
Right? I was the 1% that didn't have to struggle at all. I wasn't rich, my family wasn't rich, but by Brazilian standards, we were. I never had any problem growing up, had everything that I needed and didn't need,
Yeah.
I have a sister that's older. She's 42 now, so we have an age gap. So when I came, my dad wanted to live through me, right? He wanted me to have the best life. He had a shitty dad, so he wanted to be everything that his dad wasn't, But he did fail on teaching me life lessons. His idea was we pay the school to teach him. I just give him everything that he needs.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and school was fucking useless for me. You know, never had any interest in fucking school.
Me neither.
And so I was really soft, you know, private school. I was soft as shit. I was afraid of everybody. And one time, like, I was 14, 13, and my mom went to this gym. My mom always worked out. And she was like, this gym that I'm at now has boxing. Like, you want to try? And I'm like, shit. Like, that would be good, you know, for me to
Confident.
stop being afraid of people.
Yeah.
You know? So it started like that. I didn't even join in the beginning. You know, I was lazy as shit. Would just go. Sometimes I'll go be on my phone all the time, talk to the coach, come back.
You didn't really
Yeah.
take it serious.
Yeah, no. First, I don't know, 5 months.
Yeah.
You know, just a kid. And I think what actually got me more interested was seeing a video of myself hitting the bag. And I'm like, man, like, that sucks, but there's something there. You know, I can get good at this. So I started applying myself a little more. At 16, I had my first competition. It was an adult competition.
That's MMA?
No, boxing.
Okay, boxing. So you
Boxing,
took
yeah.
a
Still boxing
match
first, yeah.
At 16?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it was that. Yeah, that's all boxing for now.
Thinking about that
And-
match.
That's
He's a
dope.
Golden Gloves boxer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And,
Dope.
and this was in Brazil, right?
Yep. Hmm.
How is it over there, like the boxing regulations and stuff?
It's pretty underground, but that's some talent. You know, there's some talent, but it's pretty underground. The
The scene.
the Olympic Center guys,
Oh, okay.
you know, are
Pretty good.
are really good.
And
But-
that boxing match was amateur or a pro match?
Amateur.
Okay.
Yeah. My first amateur tournament at 16 years old, and it was an adult tournament, so at like 30 and whatever
Headgear? Did you
years
guys wear
old.
headgear or no?
Huh?
Did you guys wear headgear?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Had gear and 12-ounce
Oh,
gloves. Yeah. And I won that tournament, 5 fights, not in one day. It was each week.
Yeah.
And then it all started.
You won?
Nice.
Yep.
Dang.
I won all 5 fights.
So now you're no longer scared of people. Like,
Yep,
you're ready.
You're like,
It all
happy,
began,
right?
yeah.
How many amateur fights did you have before you went pro, or did you go pro in boxing?
I did go pro in boxing. I had 2 pro boxing fights. I never aimed for any, like for a pro boxing career. I was already an MMA fighter, but just this opportunity showed up. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. The first one, I was coming off for shoulder surgery, and like in the beginning of my career, like when it started right there, I was 16. Like at 17, I started drinking.
Mm.
Right? So, like 17, I'm a kid. I'm a fighter, 17 years old, right? So, like, opportunities for being popular and getting girls, you know. So, I just go off on that completely from 17 to 22, 23.
Just partying or?
Man, 4 days a week. You
How's
know,
partying over
Thursday
there?
to Sunday. Man, it in my city it's fun. Like I always say, like São Paulo is Brazil's New York.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it
what-
never
yeah, that's what
sleeps.
I've
There's
heard.
there's everything all the time that you need. So
I want
It
to
was
go
fun.
all over there one day.
Yeah, take us one
it's
year.
fun. Hell yeah, man.
We've
Let's
been
go.
said.
Let's go. Every time I go, people hit me up like on Instagram, like,
know.
man, I want to go.
Yeah.
I gotta organize something and like take everybody,
Yeah.
get a hotel close to my home gym over there,
Let's do it.
get everybody to train jiu-jitsu, go out after. That would
How would you
fucking dope.
compare it to Houston?
Man, the lifestyle is similar, honestly. You know, melting pot. You know, a lot of people from everywhere from Brazil goes there, even from out of Brazil, and it's just like a lot more compact, right? It's smaller in
spread out.
size. Yeah, yeah. So like, the real estate's fucking absurd. You know, tall buildings everywhere. I don't know if you see like the stories that I sent
have.
from my sister's
Big-ass,
apartment.
tall-ass buildings.
Yeah, just everywhere. You can barely see the sky if you're walking in the street.
Damn.
Did you ever play soccer over there in Brazil?
Oh yeah, all my life, yeah.
What club? Sao Paulo club or football club? Where do you go?
Corinthians is my
Oh,
my
okay.
entire family's club. Yeah, my entire family's Corinthians.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
He loves soccer.
Yeah,
So that's why
damn.
I asked all,
You know Corinthians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a burgundy color?
Huh?
Is it what color is that? Burgundy? Like
No, white
Uh,
black, right?
Yeah.
White black.
White black. White black is some red in the logo too.
In America, we say Corinthians. So
Yeah, Corinthians. Yeah.
yeah.
Corinthians.
Yeah.
Come on, give it a
Minus
shot.
the accent.
Yeah, real quick, shout out to our sponsors, Saloon Door. They've been rocking with us since day
Those number
one.
ones, you know.
They have
Got one here too.
they have one in Pearland, and they got one. The original was on Nassau.
This one's
That's the
called-
Rivers Brothers that you said.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. You'll see him if you know him. But
When my
he
brother
got some-
competed in New York, it was with him and
Those were
Pedro.
Ricky and
You've been in
Pedro.
New York, huh?
Yeah, like 3 times.
What?
Yes, sir.
You were a blue belt at the time,
Purple.
I think.
I was a
Purple.
purple belt.
Oh, damn.
This is nice.
It
It's
tastes
good,
good,
it's
huh?
good.
I told you. You have to have that taste. If you like Bud Light, you ain't gonna like that shit.
He likes Bud Light, though.
But if you like real beer, that shit tastes good.
How's the sneaker scene in like Brazil? They just had a sneaker con. Sneaker con,
Yeah.
like the biggest event in the world, like for sneakers. They just had a sneaker con in
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Oh yeah.
So they posted a lot of stuff, and a lot of people out there, like they
They
had
had some heat,
crazy
right?
like shoes out there that you'll never think.
Okay.
But how is the sneaker scene out there? Like, are
Man,
people,
I'm unaware. You know,
know,
like
do
I'm
you
not
know if there's
into
any
the.
store or anything like that. Like I'm pretty sure.
Like
Right?
streetwear's not a thing over there?
It might be, but so
It
I
might.
left 6 years ago, so it might have changed too,
For sure.
right? Because I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
if it's more recent here too,
Yeah.
right? You got bigger recently,
bigger.
It got
Yeah.
bigger.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be the case too.
And it's been in those 6 years that it just blew up.
Uh-huh.
Just
And I guess sneakers were never my thing too,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm also unaware
Yeah.
of the scene.
Yeah.
I see you
This
rocking
is
the rock
smart.
shoes.
Yeah, right. So I got this in the UFC.
Oh,
That I went,
yeah.
I went to the
Derek
UFC São
Lewis?
Paulo.
No,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I
I
went
seen
to.
you in the corner.
Yeah, that was fucking dope experience.
How was that?
It was
Tell us
man,
about
it was
that.
fucking awesome.
was that at Apex or?
No, it was when
It was in
that
São Paulo.
The guy out grappled Derek
when
Lewis.
he
He
was, like,
sat on top of him
wrestling
the whole
the shit.
time.
When he was just
Yeah.
wrestling.
But other than that, I'm sure it was great, right?
The crowd was kind of mad, right?
Yeah, man, it was dope. Yeah, sort
They
of.
wanted
Yeah.
to stand up.
I mean, they wanted action, right? They wanted action, and Derek Lewis. I was telling him, man, like you're doing an amazing job avoiding damage. You know,
He
you just gotta
was.
take some opportunities to
he
stand
mostly
up.
finishes guys like that guy.
Yeah, second round, he never got out of second round. It was always
What?
first round, second
Oh,
round.
Yeah,
His opponent,
Derek did a good job of staying in there, but the guy was a hell of a grappler, right?
and avoided striking at all costs.
Exactly. How was that crowd though? Like that energy, like being over there.
It was cool. Nothing special, you know. Like, of course they were on the Brazilian guy's side,
Mhm.
you know. But like I don't know, like we're main event. Derek's Derek,
But,
you know.
yeah,
Everybody
that's what I say,
respects
people love
Derek.
Derek, right?
Yeah, no, everybody respects
And he's trying to
the
bang
man.
out there like they want them to stand up, and Derek was trying to like.
Everybody
stand
wants to
up.
see Derek fight, right? Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, so we walked out to booze, but at the end they were booing Almeida,
Mhm.
right? And everybody was like, as we were walking out, everybody was like giving us props and,
That's
and
cool.
you know, trying to high five him or
Nice,
whatever.
nice.
Derek's been here before.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
he's one of the bigger like people that came and like showed us love. Like Derek Lewis is cool.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
size
but
15.
Size
15?
15. His
Okay,
shit's, like,
I
the
didn't
size of
see
this
ya.
table.
I saw Eric Garcia.
What the-
I watched the Eric Garcia and Birdmaster one
Oh,
yesterday. Yeah,
That one
last
was good.
night.
That was good.
That's cool.
For sure.
Yeah,
Shout out to Eric and Fury.
We went to his last fight, right?
Yeah.
In Galveston,
we
right?
saw
Like,
your
No,
last
you guys
We're
were
there
there?
for the Autumn one.
Yeah.
I've been to like I don't know most of your fights,
Mhm.
but yeah, the Autumn was a war.
Yeah.
That was a good fight, and the crowd was really lit.
Yeah, off the jump, I saw you had.
Yeah, the
really
crowd
good
was
boxing.
lit, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah, I know too. Like, it was his
It was
hometown,
thing,
right?
yeah.
And he was the main event. And Eric said that Eric told me that he sat like 20 grand in tables. So I knew. I visualized everything.
No, the whole crowd was for Autumn.
Yeah, and I visualized everything. I was ready for it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I didn't want to be.
You don't want to be
unprepared.
shocked, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I visualized like whole week, 2 weeks before.
You're
I was
already
visualizing me
thinking
walking
yourself,
out and
yeah,
everybody flipping me off, and me just like bring it, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
It pumped you up.
No,
Huh?
he was pumped.
It pumped you
Yeah,
up.
yeah, because I was prepared. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen, so I got ready for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's shut this crowd up.
Nice.
Almost.
And I was gonna ask you about the nutrition. I know you've been heavy into nutrition. Have you always been into nutrition, or is that just?
For the last 5 years. So
Okay.
that was part of my journey of coming back to MMA. So I had my surgeries, right? But like I said, I never prioritized strength conditioning, and I was drinking 4 times a week. You know, I would go to the gym, spar my ass off, and
Go have a beer.
just vodka, straight up liquor.
vodka?
Yeah, I didn't even drink beer at the time. Straight up liquor, straight to business.
What kind of vodka you like?
Any.
So,
I've always been cheap, you know.
So you'll take the whales?
Yep.
The whales?
Yep. I've always been like, so that's what kept me so stuck, like at a bad financial situation, you know. Because, like I said, I always had everything back then, and I never cared about money. You know, I never cared about spending money, about being fancy. You know, I just cared about having fun. I had a house, I had food. I would just teach. I was an English teacher there too. That was my first job.
Where?
In Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah, at 18 years old, that was my first job. So I would teach like some English classes, teach some Muay Thai classes, boxing classes, just to get enough to get some cheap vodka on the weekend. That was my life, you know.
So you didn't really
how
have
did you
like.
learn English though? Like, how did you learn English over there in Brazil?
So when I was 13, no, probably younger, as I was 11 probably, I got hooked on an online game called RuneScape.
I love it.
Yeah,
one- yeah.
you ever heard of
Yeah.
RuneScape?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the little dude with the maze, right, or something like that.
Yeah, like
I had a
an
little
RPG
character.
game.
I
Yeah,
had a character. Yeah.
yeah.
RuneScape.
So yeah, I got hooked on that for like 3-4 years
I
of
think
my
they're
life.
still around.
Yeah, no, it is. It's different now. It's not as fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably when I was, I don't know, 9 to 12, 10 to 13, something like that. And I know a little bit, you know, because you get a lot of English culture, you get English in school. So I know a little bit, but I had to communicate with other people there, sell, buy stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was a journey. I was just addicted, so I would struggle. You know, I would not communicate properly in the first, I don't know, 5 months. But I was a kid. I had nothing else to do. I was there all the
Yeah,
time. I
that's
figured
crazy.
out how to talk to people.
RuneScape.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
pronunciation came from watching movies and series. Friends, I watched the whole Friends series probably when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking love Friends, man. Friends is the best series
R.I.P.
ever.
What's his name?
Matt, what's his name?
Oh, Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I read his book too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Friends since I was a kid, man. That sucks. But over here on late night, if you were up late, then you'd be able to watch Friends like 2 episodes. If you want.
I always watched it, but I never like sat through
I
it.
never. I
you know what I
hated it.
mean?
I hated it.
You hated it? It's the, man, it's the
was
funniest
spoiled,
shit
man,
ever.
But I was spoiled, so I'd watch Cartoon Network and like
The bad
Oh,
Family
like,
Guy.
Family Guy.
Family Guy's fucking
Yeah,
dope
I
too,
watched
yeah.
like South Park on Comedy Central, like I don't know, like watching
Sitcoms and
like sitcoms as a kid to me is just there's no fucking way. Like, maybe Martin.
But it
You
was-
watch Martin?
Martin?
Martin
I don't even know.
Bro, this
Not even
bro
aware.
loves Martin Martin.
Martin's a classic.
That's, you what about Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was good too.
Yeah, but those were popular in Brazil. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. There are a couple other ones that were popular in Brazil. So they were like, how do you say, like, they were lip synced, like
Okay.
dub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
to
so they would have the
Brazil.
Portuguese voice over,
That's funny.
so you don't. I wouldn't get an
Y'all
English
watch
from
South
that.
Park over there?
A little bit. It was more in the ground. Yeah,
Dragon
it was,
Ball Z or
Dragon Ball Z a
Yeah,
lot too.
Brazilians love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Dang, for
anything
real.
with fighting Brazilians.
Nah, yeah, Friends is so cool.
Man, I loved it. I still do.
Yeah.
I still do. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen.
Fucking
that
funny
episode.
as shit,
I
man.
would always change it when it
Bruh.
come on. I watch my cartoon, my Pokemon, or something would come on, and then after Friends would come on, I'll just change it.
It's fucking funny.
That's funny. Friends taught you kind of English.
Yep.
And RuneScape.
Yeah.
So your nutrition, do you like? What's the basis of? Do you like take vitamins and all that? Or?
Some supplements, you know, but the base is good food. The base is like whole foods.
Okay.
You know, so yeah,
organic
so
or no?
on like how I don't, we got so off topic, but like
I know, right?
when I moved here, and I had my surgeries and everything, I was just drinking and everything, and I kind of like said, I kind of thought like, man, life's so unfair, right? I'm having all the surgeries and I want to be a fighter, but I can't rely
You're
on
not
fighting.
taking care of your.
I was a piece of shit. I was just like drinking and sparring, not even doing strength training, not doing any rehab mobility.
No
I was
running or
just,
nothing? No running.
never always hated running, still do, and yeah, so just punishing my body, right? So when I get here, I'm like 25, I'm a little smarter, and I get sick of being an entrepreneur. And I'm like, man, if I take care of my body, I can probably take fighting more seriously, right? And rely a little bit more on fighting. So that's what I did. And I still well, I still like to have a drink or two. You know, I'm way better about it, of course. But I thought at the time, how can I still have some drinks on the weekend, but still have a long career and take care of my body? And the solution for me was 100% fixing my diet. So if I only eat great food, I can afford to on the weekend
Party.
punish a little bit my body with a little alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, because I see alcohol as a drug, right? I see donut as a drug too. You know, I see
see what?
donut as a drug.
Sugar.
You know,
Yeah.
high fructose corn syrup is a horrible drug, right? I don't know, man. You started reading labels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're my influence lately.
Yeah.
You see some shit,
If you see 20 or 30 different ingredients in a
and some shit that you can pronounce, right? Like that's all.
chemicals.
Yeah, it's inedible. It's not just because it's in food that's supposed to be eaten.
Your
You know,
body's
you
confused.
eat
It's
enough.
Like, what is this?
What the fuck is this? And your palate is saying that shit's amazing. Get more, and then it gets to your stomach, and your stomach like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what to do with it. You know, so long enough, it's gonna kill you, right? It's gonna shorten your life at least if you eat enough of it, and often enough. So that's what I chose to do. I chose, man, any drug that I'll do, it'll be on the weekend, you know, with moderation, and I'll fix my entire diet so I can have a long career. And now even the alcohol, I'm almost dropping it completely. You know, I still like it, and I manage it really well. You know, so I can kind of get away with it. But that was my transition to
So you chose nutrition to help with your fighting and your
To have a long career.
longevity, right?
Yep.
Nice.
And man, it's just, I don't know. Like I said in a recent video in another podcast, like I think it's the best thing that I got going on for me. You know, like
Your health?
the way that I eat. Yeah,
Nice.
the way that I eat. Like I think I'm gonna live to 110 years. You know. Yeah.
Your diet isn't like strictly vegetarian, strictly or none of that.
Meat.
Where
Nope.
It's just whatever, right?
Just real
Whatever's
food.
Good.
Just real food.
Organic or like it don't matter.
If I can, you know, like if,
Grass fed or
if I,
like
yeah.
no.
So if I can afford, I'll get the. So the thing is, Whole Foods, right? From the earth, not unmolested by the
Pesticides.
humans and
Yeah.
hands, you know, whatever it is, if it's pesticides or in a lab, you know, if they extract this and put this, you know, minimally processed, even cooked, like you can want to cook the least possible so you can keep the nutrient profile. So that's it.
Yeah.
Like Whole Foods, unmolested, as organic as possible. Organic doesn't mean necessarily USDA organic, but the way that it came to the world, the way
Yeah.
that God made,
Yeah.
right? The way that nature made, not
Steroids. And,
or GMO or whatever. The way that was intended to be, that's how you want to consume it. The most of that possible animal products, that's fine. You know, I believe in good practices with animal products too. You know, if they're stressed their whole life, they're gonna give worse
I've seen
food.
you say that.
Like
You know,
cage-free chicken.
They're gonna give like
you know,
cortisol, cage-free, pasture-raised is
pasture-raised, yeah.
the best, or
'cause what
grass-fed.
did you say? Imagine an animal getting like stressed out, tortured, and then you eat that, and then you feel it, right? Like it part.
You are
Makes
what
sense.
you eat.
Man, 100%, 100%, and they are the food that you're eating, right? And so, like, imagine, man, the meat industry is fucking
The what?
the meat industry.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it's-
and milk, right? To produce milk, they get a cow pregnant, right? So they rape a cow. They, as soon as she has the calf, they take it away. So they take away their offspring, keep them they're milking her. So she was raped. She got her kid taken away, and she's getting milked there,
Stress.
from a machine, given antibiotics because the hygiene is horrible. So giving antibiotics all the time so she doesn't die from infections. Imagine the milk that you're drinking from there,
I don't
you know, and
drink
then the meat that you eat.
when I drink milk, like it fucks my stomach up immediately.
Yeah.
And that tells me there's something in this milk that I'm not supposed to be drinking. So
Biofeedback.
I love milk, but I don't drink it.
But what is the right milk? to
I got
drink?
organic oat milk.
Organic grass fed, you
But-
know, grass fed means that they're free to roam. They eat grass, you know, and
They've been they watch them more than like just something like you said that they have
In the
over here.
machine.
you know?
yeah, they're not tied to a machine being raped and explored. all the
Have you
time.
seen that South Park episode where the cows, where they get treated bad, they can't even walk? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's crazy. So
It's fucking horrible.
It is horrible. So go ahead.
If you get grass-fed milk, you ever tried?
No.
Yeah, it might have a different response.
I
You know.
said,
how
fuck
you don't
this
like
shit.
milk,
Yeah.
bro? I've been
I love
drinking,
milk,
like,
but I
gallons of
can't.
milk.
If I'm sure do you get sick off of it? It'll mess your stomach up.
Only
So
if-
look, I'm lactose, and this is the guy. Like, he's my brother. He's I'm always sick, right? Like, my stomach hurts. If I eat a donut, my stomach hurts. If I eat chips, my stomach hurts. My head hurts. It makes me sick. So I was forced to change my diet. So I don't eat chips no more. I haven't ate chips in a long time, but
Well, your
I don't
body
eat
doesn't know
chips.
how to
I
process
don't
a
eat
lot of that
Snickers,
stuff, like
no
sugar.
chocolate.
It's not edible.
I don't
Shit's
eat-
not.
all
Shit's
that
not
junk
edible.
Makes me sick. If I eat clean, I feel great. I don't get heartburn. I'm burping all the time. Like having it, like it's just I feel great.
Wonder why?
Yeah.
Because it's
Read
actually
your
food.
labels.
It's actually food.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you don't be eating fast food, nothing like that?
No, I mean,
No,
we
no,
all do
I'm
our
sure.
drugs, right? We all do our drugs. We drink a beer every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to eat a burger, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to eat a pizza,
Just not over like crazy.
yeah, just
food,
I
like,
know,
every day.
yeah, no, like I know the consequences. You know, I fucking love my food, man. Nature has so many fucking great flavors. If you just spend time enough eating decent food, you're gonna find out so much shit that you never seen. I mean, have you guys eaten dates?
I was about to say the dates.
Man, I'm a broken record on Whole Foods and dates. Have you ever any of you guys
I
eaten
love
dates?
They're like
What?
little. They look like little roaches.
Yeah.
You don't know what
So,
a date is?
it's like a caramel.
look.
It's
Yeah.
like a nature's caramel. There are several types of dates, but a Maju date is like
Maju date.
a fresh one. You get a fresh one from Costco. They sell like a whole box, 2 pounds for $12. You eat that thing like it's like a straight up caramel. It's like juicy,
Yeah.
super fucking sweet, and man, you mix them with some nuts.
It's a plant or what?
It's a fruit. It's a fruit. So man,
It looks like a water
and I
balloon.
tell that everybody. I have a video on my stories from two
was
days
funny,
ago.
I was watching it.
Yeah, a little bit ago, it was still on my stories that I do that to everybody. Like, have you ever eaten a date? Like, they think eating healthy is not delicious, right? And you ever eaten a date? They're like, no. I like show them a date. I'm like, I don't want to eat that. It's like brown. Looks like a cockroach a little bit. A fat ass cockroach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they bite it. They're like, wow. And then I give them a nut, a salted nut, for them to eat at the same time, because that's the
The combo.
yeah. That's nutrition. That's the food industry heroin, right? They get you hooked on fat, sugar, and salt. They put a bunch of that in the trash food, you know, and a bunch of trash sugar, trash fat, and salt, and it just tastes so fucking good. And I do the same thing with natural food. Date, nuts, macadamia is my favorite, fat, and salted macadamia nuts, right? So there's the salt there too. People can't believe how fucking amazing that tastes. You know, I wish I had some in my car right now
Oh,
together
I'm
right now.
curious.
Dang, you didn't
Next
bring
time
it?
I'll bring it. No, next time I'll bring it.
Shout out to Mike Trent. We used to this is like part of his religion. Like, you know Mike Trent, right?
Yeah.
So every time he competes, so we'll go to Whole Foods, we'll go to California, the No Geek Worlds or whatever, and he'll go to Whole Foods, dates, Christian dates. And he put me onto dates, and at first I was like, I'm not gonna eat that, bro. Like, what the fuck is that? And I tried it, and it's so, it's like a piece of caramel.
It's the closest thing. I said,
What
it's
the
the
hell?
closest
It
thing
looks like
to
a water
caramel in
bug. It
nature.
looks like, you know what a water bug is? Like the fat ass
Yeah.
roaches? That's what it looks like.
It's
But it's
it's
a berry
brown
basically,
and
or what the fuck?
it's not a berry.
It's not
It's like it's
It's
similar
like
to a fig.
tamarindo or something. You
A
ever
fig.
had tamarindo?
No, just tamarindo flavor stuff, but not a
Yeah.
tamarindo
Oh,
itself.
the actual
It's
plant.
kind of
you
like
can
that.
just
I
put it
see
in
it
your
this
mouth and
way.
it has like
It's like that.
it's like a little.
Does it have a
seed
a
or
seed?
Yeah, there's a big ass pit
It
in
has
the middle.
It has a pit. Because they have pitted and they have
So it's good for
non-pitted,
you.
right?
Yeah, the not pitted is like they pit it, they
Right.
pit them out, right?
Uh-huh.
So they're not fresh, they're dry usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to get them fresh with a
There
pit.
you go. See?
Yeah.
It
I'm
all
gonna have to try it out.
Now dates are the truth.
Oh yeah,
And
man.
then they kill your hunger, right? You won't be like,
They're super dense,
Yeah.
right? They're super dense.
That's good.
The calorie
How many
heavy,
calories does a date have?
about 50 to 70.
What?
You know, yeah, it's about half a
Live off
banana.
the day.
You know,
Good calories.
yeah, man. That's it. Like I eat a lot. I like to get high at night, and man, I cannot stop eating sometimes.
You always
You know,
post late
especially
night, right?
especially if I ate
munchies.
light during the day,
Uh-huh.
I'm super hungry at night, and I smoking. I just won't stop eating. You know,
Just snack on shit.
So
I just don't get fat. You just don't get fat because I what I eat.
It's good.
You know, yeah, I'll it's not so calorie dense, right? You eat a Snickers bar, it's like this size. You know, I don't know, 350 calories.
Dog.
You know, a date is this size and 55,
It's
and
more nutrition.
I'll start.
dense.
I'll blow up before
So
I get fat. You know, it
what
doesn't fit in my
exactly-
stomach.
Like the calorie exactly, like what does it do to your body? Like high calorie, like what is it makes you?
It's energy. Calorie is energy.
Okay.
Calorie is a unit
If
of
you're
energy.
working out and burning as much though, right?
Yeah, and men, so a calorie is literally a unit of energy, right? They even measure calorie. I'm not
But
super
there's
sure.
good calories and bad calories, right?
Exactly. So I'm not even super sure how they measure it, but they burn the food somehow, and how much that burns,
Oh shit.
how much energy generates.
Damn.
This says how many calories that has, right? And so it's just a unit of energy. So whatever you eat is gonna become energy to you. So every calorie is gonna become energy for you to put out that energy and transform into movement, basically,
Okay.
right? Or breathing or heat, right? And good calories will do that. Bad calories will do that, but it'll kind of tilt your body, you know.
Yeah.
Will kind of like your body will be kind of confused. It's going to be harder to get that energy out. You can still get that energy out. So like, let's say you eat 200 calories before a workout, and either in a donut or in 4 dates. You know, your body's going to respond differently to that. You're going to feel differently
Oh,
to that
trust me.
because 200 calories in 4 days has a fuck ton of other nutrients. And donuts is just fucking sugar, flour, and that's it.
Some yeast and shit.
You know, they extract all the good stuff from the food, and they just leave the
bullshit.
the cheap shit that tastes good. You know, so your body doesn't know what to do with it. The calories were there, but the things that make your body work, like the oil for the gears of your body of a machine, you know, it's not there. So the machine is just trying to force it, and you just feel the pain
So
of
you
trying
feel
to
like
work through
a
that.
better health, less injuries.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, more energy. Like it becomes like effortless to do all type of shit. You know, especially when you're like long term, like I don't know, 8 months on a whole food diet. Like you'll be like ripped unintentionally.
So you know how to
You know.
cook.
Yeah, by trial and error, for sure. By trial and
Brazilian
error.
dishes too.
Huh?
Brazilian dishes.
Sort of no dishes in particular. I'm real practical, right? I can make stuff taste good, but no fancy shit.
You like
No,
Mexican food?
I like Mexican food. Mexican food is good. Rice and beans is what we eat in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're kind of similar in that. So tell us about this Brazilian jackass my brother was telling me about.
Oh, but yeah, I guess when I was 15 years old, I have 5 cousins. They're all pretty close in age. I'm the youngest, and the oldest one is 32, 33 now. So we're all like very similar age, and we grew up together, so we're almost like brothers. And the second youngest one was just as crazy as me, and we just didn't have shit to do at some point, and we had when I don't know if you guys had here the cyber shot cameras, like just digital cameras, you know, when the first
like the
the
one
fir-
that, like
yeah, well, with the little
Yeah.
screen here. The first digital
Yeah.
cameras that came out, right? It was like we were like 14, 15 at the time. Like I said, I was privileged in Brazil, so I had one. I'm like, okay, let's have some fun with this shit.
Yeah.
And that's the idea,
what
the
kind of
ideas that
stuff
we
did y'all
came up.
do?
Some light shit, you know. We were
Wedgies and shit,
15.
or-
The coolest one was the with the fire in deodorant.
Oh shit.
We burned the shit out of
with the axe or what? With like
yeah. We
You know, I
burned
got burned on my stomach like that as a kid.
yeah.
Yeah, my
Our friend too.
My cousin and my sister were doing the hairspray with the same thing
Uh-huh.
with the lighter, and it was us 3, and I was standing right there with no shirt. And bro, they did it, and it went so fast and caught my stomach. My whole stomach was burned and melted.
Did you got some like bad blisters?
I was melted. It was all fucked up. My whole stomach was fucked up.
Oh shit.
That was a
Yeah.
big blister.
It was the whole like my whole stomach.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
My mom beat the shit out of them. But yeah, man.
That was bad for a
That
week or
was
so,
it.
huh?
More than that.
Yeah.
I had a scar for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. It
Uh,
melted like my shit. You know when you burn?
yeah, and you can
Yeah,
like
look,
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, our friend was like that too, but not as bad apparently.
See, I did hit.
It was
I did
smaller.
it to him.
Yep. We did it to ourselves too, but the worst was him. Yeah, he got the worst of it.
We would do dumb, like, actually, we had something similar too, but we'll just, like, on the skateboard, you know, buy, like, a little ramp and just, like, go as fast as we can up the ramp and just try to bust our ass. And
Jackass shit. Yeah. We didn't have
We're all
any.
inspired.
Yeah, we didn't have any
Yeah, I think everybody-
talents like that, skateboard or
Shout out
anything.
Bam Margella.
Hey,
Right,
Steve-O.
and Steve-O and Ryan Dunn.
Steve-O the GOAT.
I wanted to touch a little bit about your Ultimate Fighter little stint. Like that's where when we met, I don't know, somehow I looked at your profile and I was like, "Shit, this dude's on Ultimate Fighter. What the fuck?" I've
Brazil,
been watching
right?
Ultimate Fighter since the first
Yeah.
season. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that was dope for you to be on there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the difference between Ultimate Fighter?
Oh my
and-
bad. He doesn't know about. He's just barely.
Ultimate Fighter
Uh-huh.
is like contender series for Dana White, and the winner wins.
It's
It's a
basically
reality
house.
show, right?
Yeah,
It's a reality show. Like it was mine. They got 32 fighters selected. They get everybody to fight each other on the first episode. Whoever wins go to a house. So 16 fighters go to a house, and they all fight. You got to fight 3 times and win 3 times to be a champion. And if you're the champion, then you get a contract in the UFC. But in the end, a lot of people get contracts in the UFC,
Yeah.
especially because they're like
yeah.
they're in the reality show for so long. Like now the public knows them, right? The audience knows them. So yeah, it's just
Was there
fucking
a
great for a
boxing
fighter.
show like that or no?
Yeah, there was a boxing show like that. What was it called? The Contenders, right?
So basically
Yeah.
that, but just MMA.
So
Yeah, Stallone.
yeah, that's right. He jocked the
Right?
the
Was
UFC,
it? No,
yeah.
I thought the
Nah,
boxing
Ultimate Fighter's
name
been
it that.
around longer.
Nah, you tripping?
He tried it and he just like
Yeah,
he did
the
it.
Ultimate Fighter was on Spike TV and shit.
For
Yeah.
real?
So basically, they'll have all these guys, and like sometimes like you'll get like you always get crazy guys. So like they'll be like
Imagine being in a house.
crying, getting
Fighters are
drunk,
crazy.
fighting in the house.
Mad TV
They did
World,
like that.
The
Let
Mad
me-
Real World.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
real world. Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I couldn't think of. You know what the real world is?
the
Where they
what?
put
Real
random ass
World.
dudes in the house and they expect them to survive together.
Yeah,
Nope.
they'll put like a bunch of people in a house, guys and girls, and then they'll see like
What they
it's like
do.
a social project, right? Basically.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
What's the name?
The Mad
Real
Real
World.
World.
the real world.
Oh yeah, the
They
Real
have
World.
so many different like.
It's cool though.
seasons.
My brother used to watch that.
Yeah, I
growing
used to
up.
watch it too.
But yeah, this dude was on there. How many fights did you have on there?
Just one. I lost the first one to get into
Okay.
the house, so I never got into the house.
Oh dang.
So it was
How
pretty
did you
brief
sign up for
experience.
that?
I just went to the tryouts. So it was fucking dope. 'Cause so I had only 3 fights. I was 21 years old.
Mm.
I was the youngest and the last experienced there. And so we went to Rio for the tryouts. The trials were gonna happen in Rio. They announced it. So you just gotta. I think you had to have at least 3 pro fights,
Okay.
right? So I was right at
Yeah.
the least requirement. At least 3 pro fights, be between 18 and 35, and you just go there and try out. All right, so I went there and tried out. They pre-selected 80, ran a bunch of tests on us, and they sent us home and said, okay, 32 are gonna get a notice if you're coming. And it was like Christmas when I got a text from a number here and from the U.S. telling me that I was selected. And that was fucking dope. So they flew us to Vegas for the fight. So we were in Vegas for 2 weeks.
That was your first time in the U.S. or no?
No. I had to come before with my dad. Yeah, to Florida. And yeah, I was here for 2 weeks in Vegas. No phone, no anything.
Just vibes.
Yeah, just a hotel room, training 2 times a day, TV in the window. That was all that we had.
Damn,
Yeah, they took away our
isolation.
phones. Yeah, because nobody could know who got selected.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, and then I fought, and I remember, you know, that door when you open that door.
Yeah.
I remember right about before opening that door, I had eaten too much after my weigh-in,
Yeah.
which I did a fuck ton of times too. But
That's
I
a
just
bad thing,
remember,
right? Like when you
of
overeat,
course,
it
yeah,
slows
of
you
course.
down, right?
Of course,
Get
yeah.
heavier. Like
Yeah, and I just remember looking down my stomach. My stomach was like a little,
Still big.
yeah, still big like that. And I look back like, man, I don't feel great. If I lose, at least I got here. You know,
Not the
before I
men-
opened the
that's
door.
a different mentality. you
Yeah,
got,
that's a
right?
loser
Mhm.
mentality, right? So I lost right there, right? But I guess still put a good fight on the feet. You know, they complimented me. Damian Maya complimented me a lot on my boxing. That
Oh,
was
nice.
really cool.
He was there.
Yeah, he was on my team, like
Legend.
Shogun Ruga,
Oh.
Shogun's team.
Dang.
Yeah, Shogun, Damian Maya, and
Shogun versus Vanderlei, or
Yvonne
what was it?
and Anderson.
Oh, great.
And but Big No started ended up replacing
Mm.
Anderson because Anderson got caught in a drug test
Oh,
with
yeah, I remember
Nick
that.
Diaz.
So
he
that was
got-
after he broke his leg, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it was his first fight after.
So I was like, I think he needed that, like whatever he was using.
Anderson's a
Mhm,
goat.
yeah.
I don't care what shit.
Right? Yeah, I
He can do
know.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, by this point.
But dang, that's a good experience, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
No,
how'd the
fuck
fight go?
yeah. Dude was a wrestler. Man, he
Brazilian wrestler?
yeah he was. I think he was 19-4. He had beat John
Oh,
Lineker. All right, yeah, he had a win over Joe Lineker.
What the hell?
So
So he was pretty legit.
yeah, but he didn't have great striking. He was avoiding the striking at all costs, and I met him I saw him at the emergency room after we were both getting stitches, and he was like, "Man, everybody told me your boxing was good. I was afraid." And I was like, God damn it. I'm 21 years old, 3 fights in here. You know, like that just tells like you got to trust yourself, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I lost that fight before walking out, and the dudes were scared of my striking. You know?
That just goes to show, just believe, right?
Yeah, so I
That
got,
don't go on your record, right? Or?
It's
no.
exhibition.
Yeah, because they can't leak the result, and it's only 2 rounds.
Mm.
But yeah, and so I just got
He wrestled
taken
you?
down several times and knocked TKO with a ground and pound,
Mm.
but it was an early stoppage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was okay. I
Set
was
the
okay.
record straight.
Yeah.
And any of the guys from that season still around?
I don't think so. Mateus Nicolau,
Mhm.
you know who that
Oh,
is?
that dude's good.
Yeah,
Flyweight.
he was one of.
Flyweight, or did he go to bantamweight? 125.
Good question. Yeah,
One
I
of
think it
those,
was
right?
flyweight.
One of those.
Yeah, he was. That season was lightweight, and I think
35,
flyweight. I don't know.
Flyweight.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, Nicolas pretty good.
Yeah, he was one of the rising stars there. One of the guys that people had a lot of eyes on, and he was young too. He was like, I think he was 1 year older than me,
Mm.
22 at the time.
And
Oh, and Nicolas Mota. You know Nicolas Mota?
yeah, he's just fuck.
Great guy, yeah, great fucking guy. Yeah,
He had a
he's
weird
doing good.
stoppage last, or like he was getting choked out, and they stopped the fight.
Oh, really?
You
I didn't see that. No.
He
He was
was
pissed, right?
he was down 3 rounds, and then in the
Mhm.
3rd round, the guy had his back, choked him out. He didn't tap, and the referee stopped it. So it's officially a no contest.
No, okay,
But
that's good.
he was
If he was listening down 3 rounds, that's
Yeah,
good, I
he was
guess.
down.
And with the rear
The
naked
other-
choke
the other
locked
guy
in.
was pissed because like you took away my win bonus.
Yeah.
Like I was up 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, he's a great dude, man.
yeah.
I made a good friendship with him there in the tough.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Bruno Morata, shout out. But yeah, Nicolas Mata was a great guy.
nice. And did you have fun afterwards or what? Did you go party or not?
Yeah, man. Actually, yeah.
I
so,
seen you post some pictures, right?
did
you
I?
posted something. I might have been looking at your YouTube, but you posted like the having fun in Vegas after the fights, right?
I'm not sure. Did I? I don't think so. I don't think. Must be another thing. Must be something
You've
else.
been in Vegas multiple times.
Couple. I've been. I think another time. One other time. I've been in Vegas, but I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But we did. Maybe.
You have to. in your
Maybe I
Vegas,
posted
you gotta
about it.
party a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So the first night right after the fight, just went to the room, and just got sad about the loss,
Mhm.
and we had one more night, and then so the next night we went out, and it was fun. It was cool. Yeah, we went to the casinos there. Just I had like $80 that I was gonna try to gamble
the coin
slow anywhere on the tables, like just as slow as possible. Because as long as you're gambling, people bring you drinks, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, should I buy drinks or should I just gamble here? So I try to gamble as low as possible
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
get drunk. I
That's how
want
you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to win any money gambling. I had no hope of that. I know I was gonna lose that, but I just want to get some drinks out of it. End up meeting some girls. End up in a girl's hotel room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with both of them. But one of them was just like
chilling.
one of them was just like third wheeling.
Yeah.
And then I'll leave the hotel room, go back to my hotel room. Leaving our shuttle is leaving at 7 a.m. I think I got there at 7:15. Luckily, they were still waiting for me. I see the shuttle as I'm going up. I'm like, please just wait. I'm just gonna get my bag. I left everything packed up, and I go up and get into the shuttle.
That's a close call.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time. That's cool.
And how would you compare like Fury compared like to fighting in Brazil?
Oh man, Fury's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was sad, especially after they moved, like, after COVID, right? Because I see, like, the video of my first fight with Shaquem and the second fight with Shaquem, like, from 2019 to 2000, I think, 21, end of 21.
Upgraded.
Man, right? Like, during COVID, when everybody shut down, Texas and Florida was the first states to open back up for events, for fights, and Fury just took that opportunity
Right away.
and
Right away,
just
no
said, okay, now it's our time.
They
And
were
just-
when they first got like after COVID, like you're only have like I think like 5,000 or something like that, like a certain amount of people in
The capacity.
the capacity, like only half of it. But they had that. It was full. Like people were waiting for like the events to happen.
Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
crazy. Eric was like, I don't know.
They were like, I don't know.
and that escapade video, man, escapade is fucking awesome,
Yeah.
right?
You like that one?
Oh yeah, man.
It's a good
Yeah.
view. You have a good view anywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere you stand.
those balcony tables,
Mm-hmm.
man.
You're going
Yeah.
to Sunday?
Huh?
Are you gonna go Sunday?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, I got
Who you got in that fight?
who's heavyweight again?
Miles and who? What's the homie's
The,
name?
the Cuban guy. I don't,
The Cuban. He just
Oh, that Cuban,
It's
the
Miles.
Taekwondo guy.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
fighting Miles
Oh
this
shit,
That's
damn.
the main event.
Is it the main event?
Yeah, I think
Nah,
so.
no, it's not.
No,
No, it's not.
is it Cole or not
Nah,
even?
It's just on the main card. It's just.
That's
it's-
crazy. That shit. I would think
They're
though.
both pros. It's a pro
yeah.
fight.
I think they're
They're
both
both-
1-0, right?
Yeah, so one of those hard to be a
Yeah.
main
They're-
event, especially
they're-
is a
they're too
Fury
big for that
84,
ring,
right?
bruh.
Mhm.
Numbered event.
They're too big for that ring, both of them.
I know. You better hold the cage. There you go.
Brand new cage for that.
Oh, did they?
They just bought a brand new cage
There you
When?
go.
this week, last week.
No.
Oh yeah, I
He
saw,
told us about
yeah.
it. He-
What?
Eric
Is it the
posted.
same,
What's wrong?
Foot? Feet?
Let's buy the old one. Put it in the
Right.
store.
Put it in, that would be stupid crazy.
Yeah, the first fight on the prelims is a teammate of mine, Gabe.
Are you gonna
also.
corner him,
Gabe
or-
Antonio. No.
What's
Yeah,
that?
he's a watch.
What's his name?
Gabriel also. Gabriel Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
he's
want another
Costa
beer?
Rican. Huh?
You
No, I'm fine with just one. Yeah, still
It's
finish it.
10%. Mitch.
It is 9.6%. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know he likes to party.
used to. I still gotta go to Open Mat. My Open Mat 5:30.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
At
Open Mat?
Henza. Yeah. 5:30 to 7.
Oh, on Fridays?
Yeah, on Fridays.
Okay.
Hey,
In
so
downtown.
what's
If
the
you guys are
difference
ever by
between
downtown,
Enzo and-
you said you live downtown.
He lives right by down.
Yeah.
He lives right
I
by Main
live
Street.
right
Yeah,
next
exactly.
to Brass X.
Exactly. Yeah, I go to Brass X all the time because I'm there teaching at Main Street. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Main
you
Street's
do you
right
train
down the
jiu-jitsu?
street by, I don't, but I want
I've been telling
to.
this dude to train jiu-jitsu since.
I played
Since
every
we
other,
met,
like, growing up, I was the one that, like, was into sports. My brother, he hated sports.
I was into like drugs. and-
How you haven't you trained jiu-jitsu? Your brother's a black belt. You
I
haven't.
know,
Yeah,
everybody
damn,
tells
you
me.
haven't even started yet.
right?
I know I'll be really good, though. I know I was always...
It's got started
yeah,
there.
you'd be
there.
surprised. Gio's a fucking athlete, man, for real.
Like, growing up, I played baseball since I was 5 years old. Got to high school, kept playing baseball, but then I started playing football. But I played, like, basketball and everything. Like, I just never... Well, I went once. It wasn't even at Gracie.
It was at Jaguar. My
Jaguar.
first gym, I was just. My first gym, I was with. My coach was a white belt. He was my high school friend. Yeah.
Here in
I
Houston?
was, yeah, I was
Yeah.
19, and I just.
How old are you now?
I'm 32.
32.
Yeah.
Thir-
so
13
I was
years.
19, I was 19, and I just seen this guy doing like. he was doing these weird stretches. I was like, "What are you doing, bro? Like, why are you doing like he was just sitting down all weird." He's like, "Oh, I do jujitsu," and I was like, "Oh shit, for real? Like, I want to learn how to fight. You teach me?" And he was like, "Yeah, come to this warehouse or whatever." And I just started going there. I went there for a couple months before I went to Drax.
I went one time and I rode with. I think it was your coach, right? I don't know.
He choked you out?
Nah, we're.
Gio choked
no,
him out, dog.
No
You
one
better
choked
be
anyone out. It was just like we're rolling.
Yeah, he went once with me, but
I'm down though for sure.
Yeah, come train.
I think
Come
once
train.
I move on this side of town, I'm probably gonna go to Gracie with.
Oh, dang. You're going to have to now.
Sent him to Drax.
But then they're like this. I can never tap Chino, so now they're gonna try to tap me.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you're 13 years late, man. You waited 13 years.
I'm a fast learner.
For real.
And you went straight to Drax after that
So I
2-month
went-
training with the white belt?
Yeah, so I went to this little gym. I was there for a little bit. I even competed while I was there.
He had
And
like
I
he,
won. I
Yeah.
won with this, but I was always
2 months
fighting.
in?
I was always fighting at school, so like doing jujitsu was like not. I'm not gonna say soft compared to like real like.
Uh-huh.
So going over here and like just messing guys up, grappling was fun, and I had a little bit of aggression, so I would win off just like being aggressive. And yeah, I won some tournaments as a white. Oh.
Dang, so
Diego never let that go.
And then I went to Drax, like, and I've been at Drax since a white belt.
He was a
Yeah,
spazzy,
that's-
spazzy white belt.
Nah,
Everybody was a
I was
spazzy
just
white
that
belt.
white belt that wanted to like.
prove himself.
I wanted to tap out black belts as a white belt. Like, that's not the right man.
Why
I
not?
mean, it is nothing wrong with it. But
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know, just an asshole.
Yeah, CP black belt, right?
I'll fucking be tapping out old guys.
Yeah, I guess it's good school. Good fucking coach to have.
But I'll
Yeah,
come
for
to
sure.
Main Street shit.
Yeah, yep, man. Yeah, while you're still
You're
living
there,
there,
like, every
come
day,
through.
or-
Yep.
You're
Monday
at
Monday
Maine?
to Friday.
Monday through
I
Friday.
used to
Yeah.
spar at
We have
What
have
time you
Saturday
open?
in the morning too, but it's not. I'm not the coach. There's another coach that coaches the Saturday morning,
What
but I'm
time?
usually there.
What time do you open?
And you coach
Uh,
jiu-jitsu there?
Yep. Uh huh.
Nice.
So I sent you the schedule. I have the
Yeah,
schedule on Instagram,
yeah.
but Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday, 9 a.m. That's the best workout because the MMA team trains there too. So I got tough roast, nogi, and every day in the afternoon, Monday
I
through
pass by
Friday,
every day going to the gym.
5:30.
I used to go
5:30
spar
p.m.
over there a long time ago, like 10
Yeah.
years ago.
He
Like,
boxed. Who
8
was it?
years ago. You remember when Regis used to go in there every now and then?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he still be going there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I went in the ring with him a couple times.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ever spar Regis?
No, I don't spar with the boxers that much, you know. And when I do, I sparred Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
That's Shaq. It's Shock actually. Shock. I think his name is Shaq. His name is Shaq something, but his nickname is Shock. And Raffle Trouble.
Oh yeah, I started
Spar with him too.
He started when I was already like, he came into my gym a long time ago. Shout out to Trouble. He came into my gym a long time ago, and he was like, "Man, I'll fight anybody in here. No headgear, no nothing." And
No
He
experience.
said,
no, no experience, no nothing. He used to run track or something in high school, and he's like, "I'll fight anybody in here." So my coach is like, "Hey, you're up." So I beat the fuck out of him, but he like took it. He was like, "Fuck it," and then he came back the next day, and he kept coming back the next day until he went pro. And
Was
like,
a dog?
yeah, he was just a fucking dog, like a dog. But yeah, he walked into my gym for the first day, and he was like, "Man, I'll fight anybody in here, dog. No headgear, no nothing, like no experience, no nothing, no mouthpiece, no anything."
So you went from
Wow.
boxing to MMA.
"Yep."
How
He-
is that transition?
Yeah, because he wants to go in MMA. He has like 30 amateur fights in boxing, and he wants
Well, you just gotta
40.
train everything else, right? It took me a long time. Like when we were training there, I still had no confidence in my jiu-jitsu, you know, and like Christian was one of the guys that built my confidence actually, because I remember us rolling at the garage there, and you were
My mom's
talking
house.
with that was it? You're talking that it's that Indy
Andy
that was there.
Perdomo?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was rolling with somebody, and you were talking to him like, "It's got a dope game, right?" And I heard you saying, and I'm like, "God damn, like, because you're fucking good
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu
for
guy.
sure.
You know, I respect you a lot. And
Likewise.
to have guys like you saying that about my jiu-jitsu, and then there's Bo at Hansa Gracie too, that he comes to the open mat a lot, and he asked me about a fight once, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it standing, blah blah blah. And he was like, man, why wouldn't you use your jiu-jitsu?
Your
Your
ground game is
jiu-jitsu is,
solid.
yeah, that's why he told me too. And then I started believing more, and
So when
competed
did
a
you
few
start training,
times.
like jiu-jitsu, like for full time, where you're like, I need to like get better at this.
Man, I started training in 2009. I got to blue belt pretty quick, and I was really good guard player. But then I got hurt, and I had not trained jiu-jitsu for almost a year.
How you get hurt? Or?
Boxing competition, I hurt my hand, and I guess I was just
You gave up
misled by my
boxing?
doctor.
And you don't miss boxing at all, or?
No, I still box.
But you after the 2 professional fights, like you gave it up, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, I never pursued a career in boxing.
Okay.
I want a career in MMA,
Gotcha.
right? Like I said, I only had those professional boxing fights because they showed up, the opportunity. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And so when I came back to jiu-jitsu after being almost a year out, I was getting beat up by the guys that I used to play with. So I was like,
That
I don't like this
sucks,
shit
right?
anymore. I completely turned away from it. Never put the gi on anymore. Just I was trying to be Czech Liddell. Good takedown defense, knocking out everybody. That was gonna be my career. Until I got here in the U.S. 2017. I was still a blue belt, so I started in 2009.
Damn.
I got my blue belt in 2010. I get here still a blue belt from avoiding jiu-jitsu so much. And when I get here in 2017, I had to show some jiu-jitsu because I'm working at jiu-jitsu school now. I'm Brazilian. So like I can't suck at jiu-jitsu. So I started demanding from myself again, and then I started being good at jiu-jitsu again.
Okay.
So it took me 7 years to
Commit, basically.
yeah.
Every time I see you fight, like MMA, and you go to your bottom, like on bottom somehow, I always tell whoever I'm with, I'm like, watch the half guard, watch the, he's gonna do it. And you do it every time. It works every time, right?
The what? What's
The half guard sweep. He does this really good sweep from a half. He used to do it to me and like everybody at the gym. It's like really.
I do it at
sneaky.
everybody.
It's really sneaky because like you rotate and then you come this way, or right?
Yeah. I try to like run away from a crossface, so you force the crossface. When you force the crossface, you're gone already.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think you put it off a couple times on the last one, right?
What was
think
my
so.
last one? No.
You didn't get to use it.
Once, yeah,
You
with
did?
Alton.
Yeah.
I did once. Yeah, he caught a kick of mine,
And
and I jumped guard, and I just got in a half guard immediately, swept him right away.
Hey, and so your family members are all still in Brazil or something?
Yeah, I got one cousin in Florida. He moved a little bit after me, like 2 years after me. He moved to Florida with his now wife. Had a kid over there. I visit them every once in a while, but that's the only family that I have
And
here
do
in
you
the
go back
U.S.
to Brazil or no?
Yeah, I try to go back 4 times a year.
Oh,
yeah, so you go
nice.
pretty
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, I stayed a long time. Spent a long time without going when I didn't have my visa sorted out. But now that I have a permanent visa, I have a green card, so
You're good to go.
4 times a year I try to get by and have enough money to pay rent, good groceries, good quality food,
Nice.
and
Some good weed.
3, 4 3, 4
Man, he
plane
got-
tickets a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
UFC's in Austin this weekend. Who's fighting?
Who's fighting?
Bobby Green.
Bobby Green versus Jaden Turner. The main event is Benio DeRouche versus Armand Tzirkian. I don't know how to say his name. Something like that. But it's a great card.
Ryan Garcia's
Yeah.
fighting here this year.
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, that's true, right? They're fighting here
Yeah,
in
in
Houston.
Toyota Center.
Yeah.
You seen Ryan
He just
Garcia
said some
call
weird
out?
ass shit, bro.
What did he say? I didn't even look at the
Did you see
video.
De La Hoya's face? Like,
De La Hoya and
De La Hoya was looking at Bernard Hopkins like, the fuck this thing
What did he
doing,
say
bro?
though?
He said that why they keep lying on him. Bernard Hopkins said that this dude needs like more discipline, and they're trying to push the other guy who's fighting Garcia to beat him. They're like pushing to beat, Garcia because he's not like mentally stable and all that, and just a whole bunch of weird stuff.
like a
But-
little
So who's in the wrong? Who's in the right?
bro, the promoter's in the wrong. How are you gonna
Right,
say
trying
that
to
about your
start
prize
some beef.
fighter? Are you serious? Like, why would you say that about your prize fighter? Once
Has-
they already messed up by not showing to his, press after the loss of Gervonta Davis. Either one of them. But
Oh, they
neither-
didn't go, right?
They didn't go, and now they're just pushing for the other guy to beat this guy because he's not mentally stable. Like, bro, why don't you just
The other
try
guy's
to-
undefeated too.
Yeah, think
I
he's
mean, not
undefeated.
two,
But yeah, he's undefeated. But I mean, Ryan's the only guy
He's
that
a draw,
De La Hoya
right?
has left as far as like making real legacy money. You know what I mean? Like 10-year run. 'Cause he's young. He's 24 years old. And he can
Yeah,
still
24
build.
still.
Yeah, he can still build him up to be the next, not Canelo, but the next Mexican star. And he's just basically throwing
But
it
he's
away.
whitewashed.
No, De La Hoya just doesn't give a damn, bro. He just, what I mean?
They said De La Hoya was whitewashed.
Yeah, De La Hoya doesn't care. He cares about the money, and he doesn't care about this fighter.
Yeah, but he doesn't even know how to build his money fighter. Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He,
He's gotten a little wild.
His ego.
as a promoter.
hell yeah, he's gotten really.
Yeah.
He got a
wild.
big ego, but
Yeah.
I mean, a man in his position,
Yeah,
you're
he
gonna
has a
come with
lot,
that
and
ego.
he's-
I mean,
And in reality, who can tell him anything? He won the Olympic gold medal, 6-time world champion. 5 divisions. Like, no, you can't tell him anything. Bro.
Yeah, but as a
But-
promoter.
yeah, as a
right?
promoter, you're not good. Yeah.
Fucking up.
but he's
Yeah.
one of the few that even started a promotion like and shit. So that's
He started Golden Boy while he was still fighting, and that's why people.
I didn't know
hated
you're
that.
allowed to do that.
So they didn't like, I mean, there was no regulation on that, so nobody
whatever you
knew that
want.
you could do that either, Yeah, you do whatever you want. But that's
Kind of
just
how
sucks.
Jake Paul's like, he's his own promoter and everything.
Yeah,
MVP.
Yeah, but boxers are like that, right? They
yeah.
have their own thing.
They
Once
make
they get
their
big
own
enough,
version
Mayweather,
after a while.
Mayweather, yeah. If they're smart enough.
Jake Paul's a better promoter than De La Hoya, I'm not even gonna lie.
He be getting his fighters paid.
Hey, and he be getting all the views. They be splitting the views and everything. This is crazy.
Who was a boxer you looked up to growing up?
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Everybody, right?
A lot, yeah. Emulated him a lot. So I had been. I started training boxing. Boxing was the first thing, right? But my trainer, like I said, my mom moved to a gym and said, "Yo, you want to train boxing in this gym?" So it wasn't a boxing gym. It was just a gym.
Yeah.
Boxing trainer didn't care, didn't give a shit. So I basically learned by myself.
Yeah.
You know,
You too.
watching Roy Jones Jr. and Anderson Silva, emulating what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Roy Jones, I think, was like everybody's goat that everybody
was,
tried to emulate.
for
Yeah.
sure.
On fight night, that's who I'll pick every
Yeah.
time.
His rating was.
And he did that song "Can't Be Touched." Like he
Yeah.
actually rapped on there. Like
Right.
that's
That's hard.
crazy,
That's
bro.
hard.
Right.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever done that shit that hard.
That's
Yeah.
the most swag you can
Yeah.
have. You're a boxer. You're a rapper. You're one of the best boxers
Yeah.
ever, and you're a rapper.
And that's a good song.
Fuck
And
yeah,
that's a
these
good
songs
song.
are fucking dope.
And then
Can't
he
be
went from
touched.
middleweight to heavyweight. Like, bro, there's no way.
That's a
anybody
fucking
can do
legacy.
that.
Yeah, there's some good songs from him. Body Hat and Them.
No,
You know-
yeah,
you
he's
know that one?
had some crazy
I don't
songs.
know.
He released
Yeah.
the whole album, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, he got some dope
He
songs.
still has a studio, I think, right? He has like a whole little record label. He had
That's
a whole
crazy.
record
I didn't know
label.
that.
Yeah, has some legit rap songs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was actually really, really good. But
Was he?
yeah, they hired him to commentate real early, like 2012, 2013. He was a
So
commentator.
his rap career couldn't take off.
You know what I mean?
He didn't need it.
Too many talents. He
Yeah.
has too many
he
fucking
didn't
talents.
Really need it. He
Right, yeah.
really was.
But a
the
lot of
GOAT.
people to this day walk out to that Roy Jones
Oh
song.
yeah. Oh, that Can't Be Touched song is undefeated, bro.
That's when we walk out
Yeah.
What did you walk out to, Mitch? Kanye? or-
I've never walked out to anything else other than
Amateurs, you
Vicente
don't.
Fernandez.
You walk
For
out to
real?
the song?
Mhm. Yeah, you can pick every now and then when they have like big shows or like big tournaments for belts that you get your pick. Like they try
So
to do
Vicente
like pro.
Fernandez is.
Vicente Fernandez has always been
I
it.
smell frog legs. Good.
You got any
Yeah.
other question before I ask the?
What's next for Gabe?
Oh,
What you got coming up?
February 4th. February 4th, I'm fighting here in Houston
Nice.
against Loham Davis.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Great match. A Brazilian
Yeah.
on Brazilian crime.
Yeah, might be main event, co-main event. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Escapade or?
Huh?
Escapade?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Most
they
likely,
said
right?
Houston, so probably yeah. Yeah, so that's February 4th. So yeah, excited about that.
It's a good one.
Hmm
You could win that.
Oh yeah,
He has a really strong guillotine.
yeah, I saw. Yeah,
We need
and he
jiu-jitsu
prefers
in
to
action,
strike
though.
mostly
likes
too,
to,
right?
He likes to brawl.
So, yeah.
He likes to brawl.
Uh-huh.
You like that type of fight?
Yeah, so it would be a good fight. Yeah, yeah. I don't usually shoot takedowns.
I don't think I've ever seen you shoot a takedown.
Yeah,
You're a black belt?
yeah.
How long have
Recently,
you been a black belt?
year.
A year?
Yeah, a little over
Oh,
a year.
nice.
So I got it kind of around the same time.
I got mine 21.
Yeah, before me. Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all went from garage to black belts.
Mhm.
That's
Shit,
good.
at that time there was no gym, right? When
It was
we were
COVID?
training,
Yeah, it was COVID. Yeah,
there was no gym. Like we weren't really supposed to be training, but we didn't give a shit.
Yeah, and it's Texas.
Yep.
Texas was like, yeah, everybody watch your ass.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Try not to
Try not to get sick, guys.
yeah, try not to get sick, but you gotta do stuff. You gotta do stuff.
Mhm.
All right. So I always ask this question. It's completely off subject, but do you believe in aliens or have you ever
Believe in
seen
aliens?
anything? I know Brazil is kind of famous for like.
Yeah, we have a famous
crashes,
one.
Like
I
what's
was
it
about to
called?
say, he was telling
Virginia.
me something
Virginia.
about.
So I don't know, Brazil. Have you like? Do you believe or what do you think?
You ever
Uh,
hear any stories?
No, not at all, not at all. Never seen. Don't believe in anything in particular, but I don't know. Just the universe is way too big for us to think that we're alone. I guess I've just
So
thought
yeah, you
So
think
you
they're
believe that there's other people out
some
there?
life, yeah, some life out there. I
intelligent?
don't know if in here in contact with us. Man, it can be in a completely other type of life, right? It can be in another realm, another dimension. They could be around us, but they're like thoughts.
Yeah.
They're like, they're not physical objects.
Mhm.
Maybe they're thoughts and maybe they float
Vibes.
through us.
Energy.
Yeah, and when we have thoughts, maybe it's other beings
You've done like shrooms
influencing
and stuff
us. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like that? So you,
Done my share.
you know when you're on shrooms, like you can see like, I don't know, like the grass like breathing and like it feels like, I don't know, you're kind of not in a different dimension, but like, yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, almost like a different dimension. Yeah, I feel like you can't. I don't know. So I have a theory about psychedelics. Like you can identify patterns really well. That's what I think. That's what I think I noticed visually and otherwise.
Mhm.
Like, cause people use psychedelics to get over traumas, right? And that's the ego solution that
Mhm.
people talk about, right? Like you see
Okay.
yourself as a third person.
Yeah.
You separate
That
yourself
happens
from
to
your
me.
ego.
It makes you feel so small, like.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
and
I
you
don't
see,
know.
like, I think like that you learned you learn about your traumas and all that. You start seeing them because you see like the patterns and everything that happened in your life, and then the patterns that created, the patterns that happened, the patterns that created, and you start saying, oh, it doesn't have to be like that. It's just because this shit happened to me, so I kept doing this.
Mhm.
And you're able to undress that and be aware of it and give that up if you need, right?
Okay.
And I think that happens visually too. I think that you start noticing patterns visually. I start like the geometric patterns that you see.
Yeah.
You start seeing like geometric shapes everywhere. They kind of were there already, right? You just couldn't connect. So I noticed one time on acid, looking in the mirror.
Acid is kind of more
Yeah, I'm about to
intense,
say, you
right?
do acid too?
Sure. Yeah.
What is the difference between acid
Wait, let him
and-
explain it before we lose it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I was looking in the mirror and I could see all of my veins, right, in my
What?
chest.
So you can see your like your
fuck?
A
Your
whole
heart,
organism.
your
web,
arteries?
a whole web
Arteries and
of
shit?
arteries. Yeah, a whole web,
What?
like all of them. If I really paid attention, I really almost like I could see through the skin. But then I realized like it's like some like these kind of like
Vessels and shit.
yeah, like you see some like stuff here,
Mhm.
like some
Like a fucking diagram of your shit.
yeah, like you can see like some different coloration,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
some
yeah.
little red here,
Mhm.
and I started noticing that that's what I was seeing. But when I was on acid, I could see everything connected. I could tell that they were all one thing, that they were
It's
all
your nervous
actually
system.
veins passing through, and I could see like a whole. It was hard to see. I could really
You
notice,
had
but
to really like lock in and.
yeah,
look
and I
at
could
it.
see like a whole web of shit going through
tripped
my
you out.
muscles here. And so I think that we just can tell patterns a lot better when you're on them.
Okay.
You know, so pattern of movement, pattern of shapes, and pattern of
Just everything,
events,
right?
even. You know, even visually or not. You know, I don't know. That's my
Yeah.
that's my theory.
I know what you mean.
Makes sense.
It,
So,
it made sense for
They
me.
say like, have you ever done DMT or no?
No, I done once, but it didn't really work. And they say that the first time, sometimes it doesn't really hit.
So Eric Anders, the UFC fighter, he was on a podcast and he did DMT, and he said like, what did he say? He like tripped out and
Yeah,
like
he said he was rolling on the grass for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but,
like,
he
you
was
lose
going-
yourself. You-
like he
Yeah.
was a
15
soul,
minutes?
like he was a
Yeah.
soul, and he was looking at like himself.
Yeah.
But whenever he would look down at him, like he wouldn't see anything. It was like maybe he was like in a different dimension. You know what I mean? Like
It's hard to explain.
He said
that
whenever
shit.
he came back, he had like grass all over him, like
'Cause he was
just
doing
rolling
flips
around the
and,
ground,
like,
throwing himself.
he was with Triple C. And he
He was
said,
with Henry Cejudo.
Bro, imagine just tripping out with Henry Cejudo. That'd be crazy.
right.
I think they need to like do like psychedelic therapy like on people that like have like
What-
I don't know like
didn't they try to
PTSD,
say
Traumas,
that?
yeah.
It helps. With,
like
Yep.
trauma and stuff like that.
you ever had an out of body experience?
Man, it's like once I think I felt like that, but I don't really remember that much. But once when I did ketamine once,
What's
but I
that?
was really fucking
I've
drunk
heard of it.
already.
I've heard
What is
of it.
ketamine?
It's a drug. Like,
It's like a powder.
it was a powder when I did it, and you snort it.
Some
You
horse
can inject
tranquilizer?
it too.
Some horse tranquilizer?
I don't think so.
Or, actually, I heard Joe Rogan talk about it before.
Yeah, ketamine is getting somewhat popular, and it is famous for giving out of body experiences too.
Okay, so
Is
it's a
known for doing
psychedelic.
that. I guess. Yeah,
Mm.
no definition.
Yeah.
And but I was messed up already. I had drank a lot, and somebody gave me ketamine.
Kind of do it.
Yeah, and I just couldn't get up from the couch. People were taking care of me all the time,
Oh, fuck.
and I remember
How long that last?
feeling like I don't know hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you snort something, it's gonna last for hours.
And I remember like just feeling like I was going through the floor and then reappearing on the
Like
ceiling
levitating and shit.
and then going through that. But I don't even remember visually. I remember feeling like
Mhm,
that.
the feeling.
I remember
Like your
seeing
your
me.
soul was like floating out of your
Yeah,
body.
it's hard to explain too.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
really, we're just. I mean, this is our meat, bones. Like, this is our physical state. But what's
Consciousness, right?
the consciousness or the spirit. Oh, that was deep talk. So what else? What else we got for Gabe?
Yeah, we didn't even spark the
Garbage.
joint.
Yeah, right.
We're about
Imagine
to
if we
right
did.
after.
Gotcha. Right.
And we had a joint that last another hour. But either
How,
way,
how far is Virginia? I just want from.
I don't even know.
It's-
Man, I don't even know where
it's not-
Virginia
I
is.
think
Virginia?
That's the
where
ET,
where
the Brazilian
alien-
ET, famous
Oh,
ET
in
place.
Brazil,
ET.
right? Okay. Yeah, he told me something
remember
about
Lucas was
yeah.
telling us all about
Oh,
it.
yeah,
we
right,
had
yeah.
Lucas on here, and he told us
There's
he
a
believes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know,
famous
man.
out there.
Yeah, they
It
have
was
a
a
whole
big
building
thing.
that has like it's shaped like an alien or something.
The whole city's like about that, right?
Yeah.
We need to make a space city over there.
Yeah.
But either way, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Kicking it with Space City.
Tell the people where to find you on Instagram and your YouTube and all that.
Macario, Macario, 5511. On every social media, Instagram, YouTube. I'm starting with the YouTube now. I think it's gonna be a cool thing.
Keep doing it, bro. Keep
Yeah,
doing
hell
it.
yeah.
We're watching.
February
Appreciate it.
4th.
Yeah,
February
for
4th. That's when, right? You're fighting?
Yeah, February 4th
Houston,
on,
Texas.
Houston,
on Fury.
Texas.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna be there.
That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir. Let's get it. Appreciate you, man. Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
sir.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Let's go.
Yo, what up, man? It's Dope Man, the body of God, and right now you kicking it with Space City Collective right in the southeast.
You're now kicking it with Space City. That's right.
Yo, what's going down? It's that boy T, the screwed up SA, and you now kicking it with Space City Podcast.